Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Are we adding TMZ to the list of mass media that has an agenda against black folks? I want you to check out this article in TMZ and you tell me what you think. I'm just going to read it. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to read it. And you just tell me, are you picking up what they're putting down? Nolan Wells' death wouldn't be the first in Horn Island waters, locals say. Current will humble you. Nolan Wells' family may not be convinced he drowned off the coast of Horn Island, but some of the area locals say they wouldn't be surprised because the waters have claimed other lives. Here's the deal. NBC News spoke to several people who regularly visit the area, all anonymously, due to the media scrutiny around the mysterious case, including a boat operator who gave a rundown on the area's current. The boat operator said, "I know people that have grown up out there that have died out there. It'll humble you very quick. I don't care what kind of shape you're in. Those currents can get you. And before you even realize you're in trouble, you're gone." Of course, Ben Crump, the attorney for the Wells family, has argued that it's unlikely Nolan drowned because he knew how to swim, which the boat operator here is basically saying doesn't guarantee anything. NBC News also spoke to people who explained the culture around Horn Island weekend, including how vacationers often meet up with other groups and catch rides back with other friends. This would help explain Nolan choosing to stay behind at Horn Island around 3 p.m. on July 4th instead of heading back with his original group of pals, as they claim. They also had his phone, which some told NBC News is normal because it's a safe, dry place to keep it while you wade about in the water. As you know, Nolan was found dead on July 6th, and authorities have said they believe he drowned, though they're continuing to investigate. Crump and the Wells family have pushed for their investigation, voicing that they do not trust Mississippi authorities due to the history of the Deep South. I can correct that. They do not trust Mississippi authorities due to the history of America. That's right, I said it. Due to the history of America. You notice how the texture of that article was. TMZ sound like to me TMZ is trying to convince people that Nolan drowned. Yeah, they're swaying their article towards a drowning. They're trying to act like what is being said is absolute. They're talking about which would explain. They're not supposed to report like that. They're supposed to report objectively. What y'all doing over there, TMZ? I thought y'all was for the brothers. I thought y'all was fair and impartial. I thought we could trust y'all. Wink, wink. TMZ. You don't say. See, this is why I always say, fam, I don't trust no mass media. I don't trust no mainstream media whatsoever. Mainstream media has always been in cahoots with the government to make black people look bad, to undermine justice for black people, to taint our image. Mainstream media, no matter how liberal they pretend to be or come off, they still, at the end of the day, sway towards the establishment, no matter what. They still sway towards the establishment. As I said before, somebody in this picture knows exactly what happened to Nolan Wells. The killer may be in this picture. Or even more, in this picture. The killer could be in both pictures. The killer or killers. I absolutely believe this is where Nolan Wells met his fate. I think somebody in this pool killed Nolan, somebody or somebodies in this pool killed Nolan Wells. Yeah, I think they killed him. I absolutely think they killed him. Now, there's been a lot of public discourse about exactly what happened. People are saying, well, yeah, I can see him drowning, because other people drown. That means he can drown. See, there's only one little problem with that. In order for someone to drown, they'd have to go swimming. And as far as I know, nobody, including the girl Katie, who's supposed to be the mystery girl, has ever said anything about Nolan going swimming. None of the friends said he went swimming. The only time Nolan went swimming, I believe, is when he was in that pool picture. That's it. I do not believe Nolan went swimming on Horn Island. It's strange that he went swimming all along and nobody saw him. Yet, somebody ended up with his phone. Somebody ended up with the keys to his car. I want y'all to think about this, family. This ain't just racist America. This is specifically racist Mississippi. Why would anybody trust Mississippi authorities? Even white people shouldn't be trusting Mississippi authorities because white people know Mississippi authorities are corrupt. If you look at them being corrupt towards one group of people, you have established that your law enforcement is corrupt, right? So if they can be corrupt towards one particular group of people, why can't they be corrupt towards you and your family members and your friends? See, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. It is my belief that Nolan's so-called friends killed him and lawyered up. They killed him and lawyered up, scrubbed their social media accounts, went dark. I mean, they went all the way off the grid. Would be nice if school was still in, because when school, boy, they got to go out there and interact with all those different kids. And it's hard to keep them lives in order when you're interacting with all of those different people. You got to interact with all of those different kids, and you got to interact with the teachers and the coaches, the counselors, it's a lot of people you got to come in contact with. Right now, I'm pretty sure everybody involved is laying low. They are laying low, hoping that this blow over. You better believe that they have conversation. You better believe they ain't on the phone talking. Right now, this is how their meetings go. Hey, what's up, dude? I'm come over. Hey, man, you heard anything? You think they own to us? Hey, shut up, man. I'll be over there. Damn, you talk too much. They getting over there, they huddling up, and they just talking and laughing and drinking and going over the play over and over and over and over and again. That's what they're doing. TMZ, I'm ashamed of y'all, man. I'm ashamed of y'all. I see what you're doing. I see exactly what you're doing. See, media can sway opinions one way or the other. Media can decide that this is acceptable and this is not acceptable. And all they got to do is create some doubt, some confusion, and then people don't know what to think. I know what to think. I think Nolan Wells' friends killed him. And they must be brought to justice. No more talk.